Summer.
Thank you so much, Stacey. Yeah, just an hour or two ago, we had some rain showers in the FM Metro. Now we're seeing bright blue sky, just a few clouds left over, and that will help add some fuel to the atmosphere for potential strong to severe storms. But check out this incredible temperature spread across the valley right now. A warm front is working its way from south to north. It's 101 degrees right now in Sisseton, 82 here in Fargo, 71 in Thief River Falls, only 62 in Baudette at this hour. Taking a look a little more regionally, we do have a cold front that's inching its way in to North Dakota, South Dakota, and it's ahead of it starting to spark off some strong and severe storms. That cold front will be advancing our way later this evening, and it's in this area shaded in yellow, which encompasses the majority of our region, that we're watching the potential for severe weather. But it's a highly conditional threat. Will there be enough sun and daytime heating? Right now, that's looking to be the case in some areas. Can we break the cap, the layer of warmer air in the upper levels of the atmosphere? It's possible in some locations. If those conditions are met, we could see isolated supercells with wind, hail, and possibly a tornado threat. Stacey, I'll time it out in your hour-by-hour forecast and where to expect those impacts coming up in a little bit.
All right, thanks so much, Summer. Highway Patrol is investigating a crash where a 24-year-old man died last night after his vehicle hit a train. That happened just before 9:30 p.m. along Highway 10 in Dawson. Highway Patrol says the man was driving a pickup with a trailer when he hit the side of a BNSF train that was traveling around 60 miles per hour. The train used its emergency braking and stopped, then was able to continue on. There were 3 cows in that trailer. None survived. About a half hour before that, a 36-year-old man died after losing control of his motorcycle and crashing on I-94 in West Fargo. First responders provided medical treatment, but the rider was pronounced dead at the scene. Highway Patrol officials say the man was not wearing a helmet. That crash is also under investigation. We have an update on a story we first told you about on Saturday. The man involved in a motorcycle crash on I-29 near Gardner has died. The crash happened Friday afternoon. 67-year-old Glenn Smith was driving northbound when his bike began to wobble. He was taken to the hospital but died a few days later. No one else was involved. A gunman is on the run after shooting a man multiple times inside a Twin Cities movie theater last night. The 23-year-old was taken to the hospital with multiple gunshot wounds. Oakdale police say the victim is recovering after surgery and is expected to survive. Police say the suspect ran from the theater and is still on the loose. A convicted sex offender is back in jail after police say he lured a teen into his car and sexually assaulted them. Police say the 17-year-old victim was walking in a Jamestown park when someone pulled over and offered them a ride. When the victim got in, authorities say the driver, 71-year-old Thomas Remick, drove the victim around town and sexually assaulted them. Remick was later arrested for corruption or solicitation of a minor, sexual assault, and failing to register as a sex offender. A check of North Dakota's sex offender registry shows Remick was convicted of gross sexual imposition in 2015 and solicitation of a minor back in 1995. A Stutsman County man is facing charges after police say he wrote fake checks and cashed them at North Dakota banks. Police made the arrest at Bank Forward in Jamestown yesterday for a fake check that was cashed, but quickly learned that similar fake checks were cashed in other cities throughout the area. All of those checks were forged or stolen from a Grand Forks business. The suspect, 37-year-old Clinton Dollins of Fargo, was arrested in Carrington for suspicion of forgery. President Biden is in Spain for a historic summit of NATO leaders. Top of the agenda, dealing with the ongoing threat of Russian President Vladimir Putin's war in Ukraine. The president unveiling a significant strengthening of forces along NATO's eastern flank to defend the region. Mary Maloney has the latest on that and other takeaways from today's meeting.
Amid the backdrop of an ongoing war in Ukraine, NATO allies are meeting for a critical summit in Spain, making moves to undercut Russian President Vladimir Putin's aims.
We're going to get the NATOization of Europe, and that's exactly what he didn't want.
In a historic expansion, the alliance formally inviting Sweden and Finland to join.
That demonstrates that NATO's door is open. It demonstrates that President Putin has not succeeded in closing NATO's door.
Still, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky voicing frustration that his country has yet to receive their formal invitation.
Хіба Україна ще недостатньо заплатила?
Meanwhile, President Joe Biden announcing major increases to the U.S. presence along the eastern flank of Europe. They include establishing a permanent headquarters for the 5th Army Corps in Poland, maintaining an extra rotational brigade of 3,000 troops in Romania, and sending 2 more F-35 fighter jet squadrons to the United Kingdom.
We're going to make sure that NATO is ready to meet threats from all directions across every domain, land, air, and the sea.
But as the war drags on, leaders at the summit worry the worsening economic impacts back home can lead to diminished support for Ukraine in the months ahead. I'm Mary Maloney reporting.
Meanwhile, the North Dakota Department of Health has confirmed the first human case of West Nile virus this season. The individual lives in Richland County and was not hospitalized. Officials say this time of year is when virus activity increases, so it's important to protect yourself from mosquito bites. For a list of ways to do that, head to our website, valleynewslive.com, and click on this story. The Biden administration has a new strategy to fight the spread of monkeypox. It's speeding up testing and vaccinations. Big batches of vaccines are being shipped to the communities that are most at risk. As experts say the shot can reduce symptoms of monkeypox, which can be deadly.
It stimulates your immune system, so you are better prepared to fight the monkeypox you are infected with.
The Biden administration is pushing out 56,000 doses of the vaccine to where the virus is spreading the fastest. The U.S. has now reported more than 300 cases, while the World Health Organization last week stopped short of calling the outbreak a global health emergency. Officials insist that it's still a threat. The FDA has approved a first-of-its-kind treatment for alopecia. The autoimmune disorder causes people to lose their hair, sometimes permanently. The drug was studied in 1,200 patients. Dr. Brett King led the research.
We've largely had nothing to offer these people, and so it's totally historic to have a medicine FDA approved that achieves nearly complete, or sometimes complete, hair regrowth in 40% or more of patients.
Now, it comes with a black box warning for a potential risk of cancer and other side effects. Researchers say overall, though, the risk of these events is small. Starting this week, Minnesotans will have access to the COVID drug Paxlovid for free. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz announced today the state-run Test to Treat sites will add the ability for patients to fill their prescriptions for Paxlovid right on site. Details on that are available on our website, valleynewslive.com. Just click on this story. 2 Minnesota sisters are parting with their collection of toys and dolls to help raise money to send their brother to college. It's a big sacrifice to help their sibling live his dream of attending a historically black college to pursue his degree. Reg Chapman has the story.
Hi, welcome.
Under the blue tent off 36th Avenue in Robbinsdale are 2 young ladies on a mission.
Our brother, he needs to go to college down in Louisiana, and it's really expensive. It's more expensive than you would think.
Stephanie and Deja Lewis gave up all that's important to them.
Then come over here, we got movies. We got the new ones, Free Guy, Turning Red, Big Hero 6, Wrong Gone Wrong.
To sell, so they can raise money to help send big brother Ty to college.
I know what we can do. We can have a garage sale. And then she's like, well, we can do a lemonade stand too. So now we're just doing both to earn some extra money to kind of get him there.
We just took everything. We were like, he has to go to college. We got to do it.
Ty graduated from Robbinsdale Cooper High School and has been accepted to study computer science at Xavier University in Louisiana.
It was the best option I had. It's one of the best HBCUs out there, so I decided to go there.
His biggest concern, paying for it all. He's grateful for help from his little sisters.
It's a good feeling to know that they care. I mean, that's like the main thing.
People stopping by happy to support the cause.
I'm really proud. He graduated high school, he got through all his grades. I know I have to help my brother so he can go to college and he can live his dream as he wants to.
No one is more proud of what's going on than Mom and Grandma.
Kids, go back and forth, and argue and mess with each other, but they always have looked up to, their older brother. And so they've always just been really sweet girls that always, wanted to help.
Proving the bond between brothers and sisters is strong. In Robbinsdale, with photojournalist Chris Cruz, Reg Chapman, WCCO 4 News.